This old man was a master of prison breaks. No prison could hold him. He tore open a carton of milk, peeled off a thin layer of wax, and while the guard wasn't looking, quietly stuck it onto the keypad lock of his cell door. When the guard entered the code, 4 clear fingerprints were left on the wax. He peeled it off, got the 4 numbers, and now all he had to do was figure out the right order. But how could he get close enough to try the lock? Watch what he did next. He rolled some toilet paper into small balls, squeezed toothpaste into them, made several in different sizes, then wrapped them in a larger sheet of paper, kneading and pressing it tightly until he had a solid paper ball. When the guard unlocked his handcuffs, he slipped the ball into the lock. That way, even if the guard closed the hatch, he could push it open with ease. He reached out, tried the combinations, and once the cell door opened, he ran straight to the control room and rewound the security footage by 7 minutes. Even if the guard came back, they'd see nothing unusual. Turns out he had been studying the guards' routines every day and soon realized they always went to the balcony for a smoke right after locking him up, leaving the control room empty for exactly 7 minutes. It was a flaw no ordinary person would notice. But escaping the cell was just the first step. Soon after arriving, he spotted the prison's biggest weakness, the fire station next door. The closest spot to it was the solitary confinement room. So he picked a fight with an inmate and beat him badly enough to get thrown into solitary. Once there, he cracked the code, opened the door, found a ventilation duct leading to the fire station, and crawled inside. While the guards smoked and chatted, he was already slipping past them through the duct. He reached the fire station and quickly put on a firefighter's uniform. Outside, his partner set a car on fire, sending flames high into the night. When the fire crew got the call, they rushed out, and he quietly hid under the truck. Once the fire truck arrived at the scene, he crawled out from underneath, and with everyone busy putting out the flames, no one noticed him. Finally, he got into his partner's car and made a successful escape. The man's name was Jim, and this was his 15th successful escape. His job was working for the Federal Bureau of Prisons, testing the country's highest security facilities, and for decades, he'd never failed. But play with fire long enough, and you're bound to get burned. One day, a mysterious client approached him, saying there was a prison for only the most dangerous criminals, and no one had ever escaped from it. Jim was intrigued, though his partner warned him it was too risky. He didn't hesitate to accept. Before leaving, he injected a GPS tracker into his arm as usual, but as soon as he stepped outside, he was ambushed. The men in black were ruthless. They shot him with a stun gun, cut out the tracker, and injected him with a sedative. When he woke up, he saw the warden in a suit standing right in front of him. Sensing trouble, Jim used his extraction code, telling them he was out, but the warden ignored him and locked him up. It turned out the warden and the mysterious client had been in on it from the start. This wasn't about testing the prison's security. They brought Jim here to keep him locked up, locked away until the day he dies.